What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Among Us video. So guys, in this video I'm going to give you guys a small guide on the map Mira HQ. A lot of people only play the Skelt, and I want people to actually explore the other two maps as well, so the game can actually be more fun and it will actually have more variation in it. So last week I did the same thing for Polus. If you haven't seen that video yet, make sure to check it out. Link will be in the description. But basically in this video we're going to check out all the tasks on Mira HQ, and also I'm going to give you guys some tips for some things that are actually different from the Skelt. Before we start with this video, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already yet, and also don't forget to turn on those notifications. Now let's start out with a small tip that you guys can use if you are the imposter on Mira, and I actually think this is pretty good and pretty important. Now the thing is, on the Skelt, when you use the vents, you only have a few options, so you can only switch between a couple of rooms. On Mira, you can actually use the vents to go anywhere on the map, so you don't have to get out from the vents, and you can actually go from one side of the map to the other side of the map. And this is actually a huge advantage for the imposter, because for example, imagine if someone finds a body and they ask, "Where were you?" You can actually use the vents to get to the other side of the map, so they will have no clue that it was actually you. Now let's go over to the tasks now. First task, you have it on the launch pad. It's called Run Diagnostics. First, press the spacebar, and then after a while you have to return when the meter is on 0%. When it is on 0, just go on the ship, and then you have like one circle that is red. Press the red circle, and that's pretty much it. Second one that you can have on launch pad is refuel the engine. Just hold the button until the jerry can is full with fuel, and then it's pretty much done. As you guys can see, my taskbar is huge. I did this in free play, so I can just show you guys all the tasks without having anyone interrupt me, and also I can show it room by room. Second room, we got med bay. Over here you have the med scan. You have this on every map. It's a visual task, so this way you can also prove that you're a crewmate to the other players, so it's actually a very good task. Now in the other room next to it you have communications. Over here you don't have a task, but you do have this door log where you can actually view who went through what door at what time, so it's actually a very good way to keep track of who was actually where. So then we have cafeteria. Over here you have the empty trash. This is a one-step task on this map, so on the Skelt it's actually a two-step. Then next to it you have the vending machine where you have to buy a beverage. Basically under the touchpad you have an image of what you have to buy, and then you just have to type in the code and basically buy it. Then underneath the cafeteria you have the balcony. On the balcony you have this weather measure thing where you just have to press the button and then it will measure the weather and you have the data. Later on you also have to upload this data, but I don't think that the tasks are actually always together. So it could be that you have one but you don't have the other. Then also on the balcony you have the destroy the asteroids. You have this on every map. In the Skelt it's actually on the weapons room. Over here it's just on the balcony. Just basically destroy 20 asteroids and then you have it. Then back in the cafeteria you have fix wiring, so this is a task that you have on every map again. Just connect the wires. This is a 3-step task, so you have to do it 3 times on 3 different locations. Then in storage you have a first step of the watering plants. So first you just have to take the watering can out of the storage, and then you actually have to go to the greenhouse that's on the upside of the map, and then you actually have to water the plants. So to water them, just click them, hold them, basically you're watering them and then they will grow, and when you have done it for all 4 plants then you're done. Then in greenhouse another task that you have is clear the O2 filter, so this you also have on the Skelt. Just take the leaves and drag them to the hole and then you basically cleaned the O2 filter. So very simple task. Then under the greenhouse you have the admin room. First task that you could have over here is enter ID code, so you have your ID card. Just have to retype the number on the pad and press OK and then you have it. Second task that you can have in admin is prime shields. So just click all the red ones so you kind of fix the shields and that's it. And then the last one is the chart course where you just have to follow all the dots. You just have to drag the ship over the dots and then you basically have it. Then next to admin you have the office, and in the office you have this PC where you just have to upload some data. I think this is the data from the measure weather, but the tasks are not linked, so I'm not sure. Over here I also wanted to show you guys how you can go through decontamination. Just press the button next to the door. When you get to the other side, wait a little bit and then you're pretty much done. So this is also an important thing if you're actually playing it for the first time. Then over here you have the laboratory. First task is assemble the artifacts. You have this crystal, you basically have to assemble it. Just take all the parts and just kind of puzzle them so you have this crystal. Then you have sort the samples. You have 6 samples and you basically have to sort them by sort. So you have leaves, you have crystals, and then you have animal fossils, I think it is. And basically just sort them and then you have it. Then in the reactor, you have the start reactor task. You have this on every map. You just have to follow the pattern that you see on the left screen. You have to redo it on the right screen. And this way you can actually restart the reactor. So very simple task. Basically just copy the pattern and then you already have it. Now for the next task in reactor, it's called power supply. This is a 2-step task, so first you have to do it over here and then you basically have to go to the room that you want to supply with power. Then the last task in reactor is called unlock manifolds. You have this pad with all these numbers. Just click them all in the right order going from 1 to 10. Now with the power supply, it could also be that you actually have another room. I actually enabled all the tasks in this game. So over here, for example, if you have it for the laboratory, you just have to go to the laboratory and turn on the power. If you have it for another room, then you actually have to go to another room and just do the same thing over there. So it's a task that you can have for all the rooms, but you will only have one room at a time. Then also all the sabotages that you have on Mira. First one is in comms, communication. Just type in the code that you see on the right. It's a lot easier than the one on the Skelt. It's very similar to the O2 sabotage that you have on Skelt as well. And then the last one is the reactor, same as on every map. 2 players have to hold their hand on the pad at the same time, and that's pretty much it. So guys, that was it for this video. I hope that you guys understood all the tasks. Also, the venting thing is pretty important on Mira. I showed you guys all the tasks room by room, so in this way you guys can also learn the rooms, I hope. That was pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and peace out, you guys.